The Senate may be in recess, but we're still coming at you strong every week here on your screen. It's fantastic Voyage, Improv, Unprov, unscripted, unplanned, unprofessional, unrehearsed, everything. Please welcome to your screen your host for this evening, Steve. Hey, it's me. I do my own intros. That's how unsophisticated we are. It's crazy. I just got to stop that. Welcome. This fantastic Voyage Improv. It's Unprov. It's unscripted. It's unrehearsed. It's unrefined. It's unrepenting. It's unrelentless. It's unnerving. Matt read all the unwords last week. I'm not going to go through that again. If you want to see it, go to YouTube. Watch last week's video. It'll be a lot of fun. This week, we've got a brand new show coming for you. We've got no idea what's going to happen because that's going to come from your suggestions. So if you're watching this live, comment your suggestions to Becca, and then Becca will transfer them to us, and then we will use them to make up funny things that's never been seen before. It will never be seen again. So that's what Unprov is. Welcome. I'm just vamping to try and get some more viewers. So here's the thing. If you've got friends that you're like, it's Wednesday night, they're not doing anything, link them this video right now and get them to watch with you. And then you can text on your phones or whatever and be like, these guys are super funny. Yeah, they are. We should watch them every week. Yeah, you should. And then we can grow our viewership and you guys can have more fun in the comments. I love looking back at the comments every week. You guys have so much fun in there. But it's not just me vamping, trying to take up as much time as possible to get as many viewers as we can. I am lucky enough to be surrounded by some of the funniest people I know, and they're joining me on screen tonight. So please put your hands together right there in your living room, hoot and holler till your neighbors think you're crazy. Give it up for Zachary.
Hey!
Keep it going for Blake.
Oh! Yeah.
And for Bill. He's not just a door. There's an actual Bill.
There's a bill there.
Oh,
Yeah. Thanks, Bill, right there.
yes, and last, oh wait, no, not last. Give it up for Matt. And like I mentioned earlier, we have a liaison for you in the comments section. She's working really hard to bring this show. We could not do this without her. Please send all the love to Becca. All right, so now we're all here. We ready to have a show?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do it. Yeah.
Start with a game called What Are You Doing? So what's going to happen is I'm going to have two people stay out here, okay? And then we're going to get some letters from the audience in just a second. So be ready for those. And the two people that stay are going to go back and forth coming up with cool things to do using those letters. So like, who are my two that are starting? Let's just start this off. Who are my two that are starting? All right. I've got Bill and Blake said. Bill and Blake. It's Unprov. We don't know. I've got Bill and Blake. So in a second, Bill's going to start doing something. Then Blake will walk up to him and say,
What are you doing?
at this point, Bill needs to say anything in the world except for what he's actually doing. If he says what he's actually doing, if he stumbles or stammers or doesn't have anything cool to say, or if I just feel like being an asshole, I'm going to kick him off and replace him with somebody else. The letters come in to where everything they say has to start with the letters that you guys provide. And then Blake will start doing whatever the action that Bill said he was doing, and then they'll go back and forth. So hilarity will ensue. Got it? Mm-hmm. All right. I've given the audience more than enough time to throw some letters at you, Becca. So what are our first two letters?
U-L.
U and L. Bill, why don't you go ahead and start us off?
Hey, Bill, what are you doing?
I am utilizing Liam's.
Okay, Mr. Neeson? Yeah, I'm gonna need you to come over here. If you could just hold the ladder so I can climb it. I don't know any other Liams, but if there are any other Liams.
Hey, man.
Wes.
What are you doing?
I am undermining llamas.
Hey, don't listen to anything that llama says. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Just follow the lead of me and the other zebras. Those llamas, they don't know anything. They don't know anything. King Llama, I don't think so.
Bill, what are you doing?
I don't think so. I am using ladders.
Okay. Oh, I can't reach the light bulb. I need another ladder on top of this ladder.
Hey, Blake, what are you doing?
Unleashing lemons.
All right, boys. On the count of 3, we fire the lemons at them. 1, 2, 3. Lemons! Unleash the lemons!
Bill, what are you doing?
I don't know.
Bill, get out of here. Get out of here. All right, we got Zachary back. Becca, how about 2 more letters?
S-C.
S and C are your letters. Gentlemen, Zachary, why don't you go ahead and start us off?
Zach, what are you doing?
Sorting cans.
Okay, I'm going to put the vegetables over here, fruits over here, and the motor oil over there, and whipped cream in the fridge.
Blake, what are you doing?
I am sampling chicken.
That's some good chicken. Let me try to dunk it in this sauce here.
What are you doing?
Solace, certainly.
Well, yeah, I mean, it says on the calendar, it says in my... Oh, I heard you wrong. Oh, yes, I am all alone. And wonderful.
Oh, Blake, as funny as that was, I got to kick you out for it. Sorry.
I thought you said solstice.
Solstice. It's solace. Now you can be there in solitude. All right. Now we've got Matt and Zach. Becca, how about Becca? Do we have 3 letters?
We do.
Can we crank this up a notch? We're gonna go with 3.
G-M-F.
G-M-F. F is in Frank. Matt, why don't you go ahead and start us?
Okay.
Matt, what are you doing?
I'm grading machines fondly.
Oh, this is a great machine. I'm fond of this machine. That's a great machine.
Zach, what are you doing?
Good money, fortitude.
Nobody will find this. I'll use my fortitude for all this money. This is good money still. People need change these days.
Matt, what are you doing?
I am gently moving ferrets.
Oh, the baby ferret. Oh, the baby ferret. Here I go. I grab you by your bottom. I put you here. Oh, it's a good little ferret. Oh, yes. Oh, you're a good little baby ferret. Oh. Goober Matt finds.
Oh, yeah, that's a goober. Oh, that's one from last week, too. Another goober.
Matt, what are you doing?
I'm great, motherfucker!
Yeah, You know it. You know it. I'm gonna tell every Dick, Ham, and Sally. I'm great. I'm great. Suck at you. Suck at you. Ha 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 ha. Da ba da ba ba da ba ba. Suck it.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
Oh, Zach, that was great, motherfucker. Oh, that was fun. All right, we're going to move on to the next scene game in which I need Zach and Blake to stay out, and we're going to stick with the letters theme for just a second. What's going to happen is Zach and Blake are going to do a scene for you, and everything they say is going to start with the next successive letter of the alphabet. So we're going to get a letter from the audience that'll tell them where to start, and we'll also get a location. I keep having to check my notes because I can't remember. It's unrememberable improv. We're going to get a location for this scene to take place. So, Becca, do we have a letter for them to start with?
K.
Okay, you guys are starting with the letter K. And what is the location that this scene will take place in?
Inside an oven.
Go wherever you want from inside an oven.
Keep the temperature down.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Are you quite done yet?
Mostly. I think I should be able to get out now, though. I have other things to do.
Not quite. The timer says you have 2 more minutes.
Oh, God. I don't know if I can last that much longer. Just turn it down a little bit. Please. Please, evil lady.
Please, I think not.
Quiet. Keep quiet. I have to focus, otherwise I might die in here. I might die.
Really?
Sure.
Time's up.
Usually, I get paid before I leave. So I open the door and give me some money, and I'll be on my way.
Very well. I can only pay you in cookies.
Whatever. I'll sell them on eBay. Just give them to me, and we can amiably be on our ways.
Exactly who do you think I am? To let you just walk away freely.
You think I am a little boy, but I am the comptroller of all gingerbread houses. I comptroll them and I write a report, and I have it in my boss's desk on Monday, and then he reviews it, and you might be foreclosed, or you might not be foreclosed on. It's up to him.
Zounds! If that's true, I'm in big trouble.
You always have to be aware if you're going to be foreclosed upon or not, and have a savings. You have a savings?
Boy, oh boy, I do not. You'd better go. Go back to your office and do your paperwork.
Can't. I'm done for the day. I'm going to go home to my family.
Either you go to the office and do your paperwork, or I will put you back in the oven.
Don't dictate things to me. Forget everything and listen to the sound of my voice.
Fine, you have one chance to convince me that I should let you walk free.
Good God. Leave it to the witch to decide my fate. I need to go home. I'm tired, and just let me be. You can even keep your cookies. Just keep your cookies.
And so you may go and take that awful Gretel with you.
I will take Gretel, and I'll drop her off at her house, and I will go to mine, and you will not cook any more children, even if you're going to pay them cookies.
Just go already.
Gnats will follow you wherever you go. That's my curse.
Let me explain to you how spelling works.
Tonight we learned that Nats is spelled with a K. K-G-N-A-T-S.
Yeah.
He meant knits.
That's exactly what I meant. You knew.
Goodness.
New is a word that starts with K. Just all right, we're going to move on to a game called 185. And the way this game works is everybody's going to have the same setup for their joke. It's going to be 185 blanks will walk into a bar. For some reason or another, that bartender will not serve those blanks, and the blanks will say the punchline. You're going to provide the blanks, and we are going to provide the punchlines. Do we have some sort of object we could get started with, Becca?
A bird cage.
Bird cage.
185 bird cages walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "Oh, I'm not going to serve you bird cages today." And the bird cages say, "Well, why not?" And the bartender says, "Because you're foul."
Check it out. 185 bird cages go into a bar, and the bartender says, "Oh, no, I am not going to serve you bird cages here." And the bird cages say, "Well, why not?" And the bartender says, "Because I know that you are big trouble. I heard all about it on Twitter."
195 bird cages walk into a bar, see, and the bartender, he says, "I'm sorry, we can't serve you bird cages." And the bird cages are like, "All right, we'll see you tomorrow."
185 bird cages walk in the bar, and the bartender says, "What do you have?" And the bird cages say, "I'll have 2 cans of beer, please."
185 bird cages walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "Okay, I'll serve you, but you better swallow."
Oh, check it out. 185 bird cages walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "You know what? I will go ahead and serve you." And the birds say, "Great," and they order hamburgers and French fries and stuff. And the bartender says, "Now you got your hamburgers. Now for your drinks. What would you like to pair it with?"
All right, I think we've beaten the shit out of that bird cage. It's dented behind a garage in an alley somewhere. So Becca, can we get another suggestion?
Pool hustlers.
Ooh, pool hustlers. We're going with an occupation or a hobby, I suppose, of pool hustlers.
185 pool hustlers walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "We'll serve you, but you better bring those desperate housewives with you."
Check it out.
Oh, I get it.
185 pool hustlers from Wisconsin walk. Okay, I gotta start over again. Check it out. 185 pool hustlers walk into a bar with their arms full of Wisconsin cheese. And the bartender says, No. I'm sorry. I cannot. You can stay here, but I cannot have this Wisconsin cheese here. Okay. We only have Minnesota fats.
185.
Go on.
185 pool hustlers walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "Oh man, I'm not going to serve you tonight." And the pool hustlers say, "Oh, okay, that makes sense. I'm going to take my cue from you."
Check it out. 185 pool hustlers walk into a bar. See, the bartender says, "I'm sorry, guys. I can't serve you." And the pool hustlers are like, "Why not?" And the bartender goes, "Because if I was doing that, I'd be irresponsible. I'd be shirking my responsibilities."
All right. Okay. So 185 pool hustlers walk into a bar, And the bartender says, I don't know if I should serve you. I don't know if you're going to pay. And the pool hostess say, of course we're going to pay. And the bartender says, okay, what's the color of money?
Wow, deep cut. All right. Man, you guys are just killing it with the 185s tonight. Normally it's like 3 and done. All right, how about another one, Becca?
Chocolate chips.
Ooh, chocolate chips.
185 chocolate chips walk into a bar, and the bartender says, hey guys, and the chocolate chips go, ahoy!
All right, okay. 185 chocolate chip cookies walk into a bar, and the bartender says, yeah, I'll serve you, but the chocolate chips are saying, I don't know for sure if I want to hang out in this place. But then one of the chocolate chips says, oh, I see Duck Washington over here. I think I can hang out here. Deep reference.
All right, check it out. See how this goes. Check it out. 185 chocolate chips who were famous characters on a TV medical drama walk into a bar. And the bartender says, I'm sorry, I can't serve you famous TV medical drama chocolate chips here, at least not for free. You got to pay the toll, house.
I think we're just going to end 185 there. We're not going to get you better than that. Give them a round of applause. You can clap in your house. Neighbors won't think you're too crazy. All right, we're going to move on to the next game that I spent half of the last game setting up for. That's what I was doing when I looked all distracted during that game. So everybody's going to disappear for a second if they need to set up their cameras or their flashlights, because one of my favorite summertime activities that I miss so much since social distancing has become a thing is sitting around telling campfire stories. You know, and you just, somebody's got that spooky story to tell and you don't know where it's going to go. So what we're going to do is tell you a campfire story. But it's going to be up to me to tell the players when to speak by holding up signs with their names on them. So they don't know what the story is going to be called. So we got the title from y'all. Becca, what is the title of tonight's campfire story?
The Vampire Hunter from Mars.
Ooh, the Vampire Hunter from Mars. And
Many, many years ago, when Mars was teeming with life, there was a vampire hunter named Silver. Silver had one of the most important jobs on the planet, for Mars was overrun with evil, sinister, nasty, blood-sucking
worms. Now, these worms threaten the very existence of the planet, its very survival. And it was Silver's mission to destroy all the worms and ensure the lifeblood of the planet for generations to come.
These vampiric worms would slither underneath the surface of Mars, and they would say things like, "You seen the last Martian movie?" And the other worm would say, "No, what was it about?" And he would say, "Oh, it was a romantic comedy, nothing much to see, but I enjoyed it." And then
The other worms would say, I wish we still got movies here. We came to this whole planet because we heard it was red. We thought it would be full of blood. Instead, we find desolation and lack of water. But the worms survived for years, even being hunted, because they could be cut, and they still had more hearts to reproduce and still survive.
no matter what. Silver found the worm's lair one day, and he began attacking them, hacking them, slicing them, but each time he did, the little bits of worm regenerated into more worms. Every effort he made to eliminate the worms just created more and more worms.
And he said, "Oh, no, if I keep up what I'm doing now, I'm just gonna create more and more worms, and they'll eat me, and that's not good. I must be educated. So he stole away.
Into a secret part of Mars, and he thought to himself, should I leave them to their rom-coms and their multiple hearts? But no, he couldn't let them subject themselves to more bad plot lines and terrible jokes. He had to save the planet and save them from awful movie viewing. So he knew
that he would do a premiere of Out of Sight. The worms would be inexplicably drawn towards this movie.
And they would flock in droves to the theater.
And they would explode upon its conclusion.
They would explode, and they would not regenerate because the pieces
were filled with holy water.
And Sour Patch Kids.
And popcorn. Salted movie popcorn.
And so, all of the worms had died. Silver
realized that it was not a good thing to draw them all to a romantic
comedy and then kill them all. For the
way of the rom-com can never be defeated just by blowing up
your adversaries. He found
He found that his heart had grown while watching the movie, and he finally felt empathy
for the worms on Mars, and he decided he needed to save their species. But was it too late? Had he already done unrepairable damage to the Martian ecosystem? Only time would tell.
That was a campfire story. Woo! I would watch all of those movies. Great job. Okay, there's the notes. Matt.
Yeah.
Hey, I gotta create a for you real quick. Hold on. Here we go. I am.
Oh, we're gonna leave.
Yes. Matt is going to leave us for this next game because he is going to be holding a press conference. I froze him perfectly. He's going to be holding a press conference, and he will not know what he is announcing that he did or who he is announcing that he did it with. That's going to be up to you fine folks to tell us. And we will play the role of the reporters at this press conference who will be asking him leading questions to try and get him to figure out what he did and who he was with when he did it. So we need some information. So what exactly did Matt do?
He was baking peanut butter cookies.
Ooh, baking peanut butter cookies. I think our audience is a little hungry tonight.
I think they are too.
And who was he with baking these cookies?
Drew Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore. Okay, I've got that written down so that I don't forget it. Everybody got this?
Yeah.
Peanut butter cookies with Drew Barrymore. And we will bring Matt back. And remember, he doesn't know. So let's try and get him to figure out exactly what he did and who he was with.
Hello. Thanks for coming out today. I know that all you reporters have a lot of other issues to deal with right now. We have elections coming up, all the Congress, all the mail, and you know, my story is insignificant in comparison, but I can stay silent no longer. So I will open up the field for your questions. Yes, you right there.
Yeah, Zach from Holmes Weekly. Was it set at 350?
Initially, it was set at 400, but that was just in hopes of speeding up the process And then once I saw that the light had gone off, I turned it back down to 350. Yes, Papes over there with the hat.
Yeah, Blake from Kitchen Weekly. I'm just wondering, where did you come up with the dough?
I actually used some of my own mixture. I did get some cornmeal flour from Mike's Discount Foods, but the yeast I got from Centers, and I made sure to roll it together and roll it out. But you need to make sure to cover it for about half an hour to an hour with a towel in a warm place so that it can take a little while to rise.
That's fascinating. I never would have thought to use yeast.
Oh, okay. Yes. You with Pandora?
Yeah. Tom Rogers from Better Homes and Gardens. Are you looking to put your house on the market and show it? Was that part of your motivation?
Well, I know that when people are coming through, there's certain smells that will detract them from getting the house if there's the smell of mold or fungus. But if you bake cookies while people are looking through the house, it's more likely that they will get a positive reaction to the domicile. Yeah, you with the hat? The other one that I haven't questioned yet?
Oh, Steve, the names are in the corners, man.
Oh, yes.
Steve from Sudden Death Magazine. Our viewers are really interested in allergy deaths. Are you concerned at all about suddenly the sudden mortification of the people that consume your products?
Okay,
Legumes me.
Okay. I know that certain people have gluten allergies. Okay, but I'm not going to let that stop me from making my grandma's famous recipe.
Are you nuts? Why should it? That's what I say.
Okay, yeah, I realize.
Again, legumes me again.
Okay, Zach, yes?
Sorry, I just said I sneezed and I said legumes me.
Okay,
Did you beat all the ingredients together?
yeah, not with my own hands, but I did have a machine for that. Blake.
Yeah, I'm. My readers, they're always looking for the best recipes, and they're very curious. Crunchy or smooth?
Typically I will go for a smooth to make it a smoother cookie. But in this one, I thought that having a little bit chunk rather than adding walnuts or almonds, that this would still provide the crunchiness. Yes, Tom?
Yeah, Tom. Would you say you have Georgia on your mind?
Yes. I mean, whether I'm making a peach cobbler or cookies, I'm remembering the South. Yeah. Yes. Steve.
I mean, I keep asking questions. I'm not trying to be Snoopy. What exactly is your favorite old comic strip?
I mean, well, I need to go with the classic of Peanuts. Yes. Okay. And I realize that is triggering. Okay. Yes. I baked with peanuts and I knew that it could cause some allergic reactions.
What exactly did you bake with those peanuts?
With those peanuts, I baked some cookies. And
would you say is it GIF or GIF? Settle the debate.
Well, I would say GIF. but that's because I also like to throw that ironic mix into it, or make a warning to anyone who may be allergic to it. Even though I didn't put up a warning, yes, there were peanuts in the cookies. I had peanut butter and peanuts in the cookies.
You are damn skippy, sir.
Yes, Blake.
Yeah. I think we'd like to get some more information, because we know you didn't do this alone.
Yes,
So I guess I'm wondering, the person who helped you, could they possibly have acquired their taste for peanut butter flavored sweets from the alien that they met when they were a child?
Well, it's very possible. I mean, many people have met aliens. It's I mean, documented in many ways, whether they're friendly or hostile. We can get a lot of information from them. Yes, I will. Steve.
So in this time of COVID exposure risk, if you were to ask this person, say, over for a delicious hot beverage like coffee or similar, would you do this? Maybe have an ET?
Well, yes, we would. Have you need to have something with the cookies, because just dry cookies, even though my cookies are not dry, I am not saying that, they're still quite moist, but yeah, I would have cookies, whether it's ET or Elliot. Yes, Zach.
Zach from Relationship Weekly. This person you did this with, how many dates did you go on? Did you go with? How many dates did you take them on before you knew them?
It was at least 50 first dates.
Okay.
Yes. Tom.
Yeah, and was this the relationship that started when you met this accomplice when you were a wedding singer?
When I was what?
A wedding singer.
When I was a wedding singer, yeah, I mean, it's I sometimes, that's sort of when my heart got palpitating, and but at that point I hadn't met her yet. But it was upon my visit to Hawaii that I realized that yes, I want to spend all this time with Drew Barrymore. So I am not going to shield it. I baked peanut butter cookies with Drew Barrymore. Okay, I admit it. I apologize if it caused any harm to those around, but I wanted to know that our home was a sweet smelling and a welcoming place for everyone to come.
Well, my viewers are going to eat this up. Good job.
Good job.
So much for an article. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. And I hope that we can all lay this bare and continue to mail things in the mail. Let's move on to the next news cycle.
All right, give him a round of applause.
Yay!
You did awesome. All right, we're going to move on to the next game, which is for Zach and Bill. Zach and Bill are going to play the game of Merry Melody. What that game entails is everything that they say will have to be done in the tune of a song that you guys tell them. So for what's our first song? Like I think I asked you for a childhood song, Becca.
You did. Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star.
Okay, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. I think I'm going to get both songs and then figure out who fits who. What is the earworm song that we're going to have?
Stay by Lisa Loeb.
Stay by Lisa Loeb. Do any of you
say
know who Lisa Loeb is?
Yeah, I know that song.
You know Stay?
Yeah.
All right. Bill's got Stay. Zach has Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Becca, did I get another form of inspiration for this scene?
Nope. It can be about a pastry chef.
Okay. You guys are doing this scene about a pastry chef. Bill, you sure you know this song? I guess we're gonna find out, aren't we?
Yeah, well enough for it to be funny.
Okay, and Zach, you definitely know Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, right?
Yes.
Oh, I think it's also the alphabet song. If you get stuck. Okay, I'll get out of your way.
I would like to mix the dough. Watch me pound it to and fro. In my kitchen, I do mix. Baking cookies is the tits. Making cookies near and far. Would you eat them in a car?
You say you have cookies for me to eat. But I don't understand. I don't know why you won't give them to me right now. For anyone, anywhere, I don't really know if you even care. I'm allergic to peanut butter cookies. Now, I turn the radio on, I turn the radio up, and I take a little nibble of the cookie. Crying all night, cause the cookie fell apart. Eating that pie cause the cookie's so good.
Here's some cookies from my house. I hope you do not feel like a louse because of your allergy. I hope you don't get sick in front of me. I didn't use any peanut butter. I wouldn't use it for no other.
You say that I can only have certain kinds of cookies. Yeah. But I can eat all different kinds of varieties except peanut butter.
If you eat some of my sweets, I'll be happy. I'll laugh and bleat. Please come over. We'll have fun. We could even make a honey bun. You are my best friend. I'll love you till the very end.
You say you're gonna bleed in front of me, but you know I hate sheep. I don't give a damn if you're good friends with me or not. Anyone, anywhere, I don't understand if you really care. I just wanna share big clothes with you now, where?
You seem like you're full of lots of drama. Good heavens to God that I'm not your mama. You seem like you were a difficult child. You definitely weren't such meek and mild. But that's something I like about you. Let's still be friends. Don't feel blue.
You say you still wanna be friends with me, and I don't really understand why. Cause I seem like a terrible friend, but if you want to hang out with me, that sounds good to me. Yeah.
We're friends, and we'll be together till the final time. And you'll know that when we get together, there won't be anyone else. Don't be sad.
So I turn the radio on, I turn the radio up, and the singer was singing our song. Lovers gonna talk of the eating cookies together.
He's just gonna keep going.
I was gonna blow out the whole chorus.
That was awesome because I feel like we were watching Drew Barrymore from the press. like Matt, was that your experience with Drew Barrymore?
Oh, actually, my panties would have dropped quicker if I would have heard Drew Barrymore singing like Bill. It's gracious.
Oh, okay. I'm glad.
Yay!
And Zach, your song creeped at the end. It was beautiful. I loved it.
Oh, good.
All right, we're gonna move on to a new game now. It's called New Choice, and this is gonna be Blake, and Matt. You've heard the bell a couple of times throughout the show tonight. Now is where I get to incorporate it for real. They're going to be doing a scene, and if at any point I want to change what was said or done, I'm going to go new choice, and they will have to repeat the last thing they said or redo the last thing they did until I'm happy with it and the scene can continue. But we need some inspiration for this scene. So Becca, I asked you for a platonic relationship, correct?
Yes. You guys are a tutor and student.
Ooh, tutor and student. This should be very educational.
All right.
Okay, I guess I'm ready to start.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, it seems that you didn't finish the assignment. I didn't get the spelling words. And you wouldn't be able to pass the American citizenship test if you were an immigrant.
Yeah, well, you know, I was gonna do all that stuff, and then like my friend was like, "Hey, you want to do stuff?"
New choice.
I was gonna do all that stuff, and then my friend was like, "Hey, I just brought home a shitload of KFC," and I was like, "Oh man, I want some KFC," because it's KFC.
Yeah, I know, KFC, yeah. KFC, it's around the world, okay? But you don't deserve to be in this country if you just want KFC. You could go somewhere else to enjoy your KFC. If you really want to be here and pass this class and feel like you deserve to be an American citizen, then of course you need to do your studying and eat more than KFC. You need to know the presidents, you need to know the wars, you need to know the legislative process. You don't even understand the balance of power.
New choice.
You don't even understand who is on the Supreme Court.
New choice.
You don't even understand where your local voting place is.
New choice.
You don't even understand how to put a letter in the mailbox.
We have a thing now called emails. So
Okay, yes, we have emails, okay? But we cannot vote by emails. You need to understand the ins and outs of what are you on Tinder right now?
Choice.
What? Are you on TikTok right now?
New choice.
What? Are you on MySpace right now?
no.
Really? I'm sure Tom's looking at you, grinning, hey, I see you there.
Okay, yeah, I am on MySpace. Okay, my friends and I have this band, and
Okay, you have a band. That's the only reason I could understand that you would still be on MySpace. What do you play?
what do I play? I play the drums.
New choice.
I play the bass guitar.
New choice.
I play the tambourine.
New choice.
I play the didgeridoo.
Do you really play the didgeridoo, or you just greasing my knob?
No, I play it. I'll show you right now. Hold on.
Really? Okay. Before I wasn't gonna check your band out, but now I'd like to, hear something.
Here we go.
Oh, there's a groove.
New song.
Oh man, you're getting those loins a grooving.
Oh yeah.
New song.
Boom, 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 boom,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, with that song, it's going to be more than the koalas that are getting chlamydia. Oh, yeah. With that song, it's going to be more than just the shrimp that's on the barbie.
Good choice.
Oh, yeah. Do it. Oh, yeah. With that song, it's going to be more than the cicadas that are breaking apart their shells.
See, like,
I've tortured you guys more than enough. Thank you. I was curious to see how many Matt could come up with, which is a great segue to our next game. We're going to play a game called Sex With Me, where we get suggestions from the audience and tell you why sex with us is like those suggestions. Much like random things from all over Australia. Maybe we'll get some of those into the suggestions. Becca, what is a first suggestion?
Previously unused suggestions.
Previously unused suggestions is the suggestion?
Mm-hmm.
Sex with me is like previously unused suggestions. It's usually ignored.
Sex with me is like previously unused suggestions. I have no idea what to expect.
Sex with me is like previously unused suggestions. At least they didn't come early.
Sex with me is like previously unused suggestions. It gets lonely at the bottom of the sack.
Yeah, to dig deep. All right. How about something a little less meta, Becca?
Thin mints.
Thin mints.
Because the audience is still hungry.
Audience wants cookies tonight.
Sex with me is like Thin Mints. You can only get it for like 1 month a year.
Sex with me is like Thin Mints, overpriced and underwhelming.
Sex with me is like Thin Mints. I'll lay exposed on a pillow for you.
Sex with me is like Thin Mints. Put it in the freezer if you want a little extra bite with it.
Yes.
All right, that's all the Thin Mint jokes we apparently have. How about something else?
Dial-up internet.
Dial-up internet.
Sex with me is like dial-up internet. I'll show you my AOL face.
Sex with me is like dial-up internet. It's gonna go down on ya.
Sex with me is like dial-up internet. You've got mail.
Sex with me is like dial-up internet. When it happens, I make a long, annoying noise.
Sex with me is like dial-up internet. The first 10 hours are free.
Sex with me is like dial-up internet. It's going to use your phone line.
That's very COVID safe. Thanks, Blake. How about something else, Becca?
Pringles.
Pringles.
Sex with me is like Pringles. Once you pop, you can't stop.
Sex with me is like Pringles. No matter how hard you try, you cannot fit your hand in there.
Sex with me is like Pringles. Are you ready to get lazed?
Sex with me is like Pringles. I'm creamy like a duck.
It's not going to get weirder than that. We got to stop this.
That's it.
That's Matt's house, we joke about this all the time. Matt's house is just like a treasure trove of some of the most random shit in the world. So like you never know what suggestion he's gonna have like the perfect thing just right over there. So pay attention every week and try and find like just the weird shit that Matt can find around his house to work for that suggestion. All right, I gotta set up a breakout room while I do this next game, while I set up this next game. So we're gonna play everybody's favorite board game that isn't Monopoly. We're gonna play a game of Clue. And what that means is one person is gonna stay and 3 people will go away. We will get from the audience a location, an occupation, and a weapon. Who's gonna stay? I don't think we went over this before the show. So who wants to stay today? Zach wants to stay.
Leave. It's got to be you staying.
No, there's 4 of us.
Oh, there's 4 of you.
Oh.
I think I volunteered to stay.
Oh, wait, I'm counting wrong.
Max Pringle's drunk.
Yeah. Those Pringles, they go down spicy.
So Bill, Matt, and Blake are going to head off to a soundproof room while we get from the audience. Come on, Bill, go away. There he goes. While we get from the audience the location, the occupation, and the weapon. Zachary will then have to communicate that to the first person who comes back using only mime and gibberish. They will then dispatch of Zach and then have to communicate it to the next person, also again using only mime and gibberish, repeat, etc., until all of the detectives have shown up, and we will see how close we get by the end of it. We don't often get very close because you guys are an amazing audience that make this really difficult for us. Speaking of an amazing audience making it difficult for us, Becca, what is the location of tonight's murder?
The back of a cat.
The back of a cat. Okay. What was the occupation of the deceased?
A stenographer.
A stenographer?
Stenographer, like in a courtroom.
Okay, a stenographer. I think your microphone is staticking. A stenographer, like in a courtroom, and the weapon was?
An interview.
An interview. That's an intangible object. That's going to make this even harder. Zach, would you care to recap for the audience and for your benefit?
The location was the back of a cat. The occupation was a stenographer. And the murder weapon is an interview.
Yes, that is 100% correct. And that is the last time you will hear it 100% correct. That's my guess. So on the count of 3, while I type first detective, I want everybody at home to yell super loud so that the first detective can hear, and we'll come back on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. First detective. Let's see if they heard you.
I can feel it come down the pike. Come.
Yep.
Oh, Zababra, Zababringa, Bringa, Zobabo. Ah. Zabro, Zabadi Bobby, Bobby Baba, Zababa Baba Baba. Oh, Zabada Baba, Zabada Baba Baba, Zababa Baba, Zababa, Zababa, Zababa.
Oh,
Zabawawa. Zaba Zibidawawa. Oh, Zabawaba. Zabawaba di Brada Brogo. Zabada Braba. Zobody Bibi the Wawa. Z. Zabadi Wawa. So Braba Branda. Zabrinda Bronda Brundo. Zazanda Branda Brinda Brondo. Zobadibi Zabado. Zobobo.
Zoba wubba wubba.
Zobobo.
Pum. Pum.
Oh. Oh.
Whoa, I'm losing all the buttons. It's not pretty over here. All right, it appears that Zach has been dispatched with, and now we need to get another detective. So you guys did such a great job yelling so loud last time. Yell again. Second detective. I even spelled it right. Watch. Second detective, come on back. Where they got? There he comes.
Zaba.
Yeah, zap.
Yep.
Meow. Meow.
Yeah.
It's definitely going off the rails. We got one last detective. I need you guys to yell one more time, super loud. Last detective. Spelled right again, I believe. Last detective, come on back. And here he is.
Ah.
Zaba. Shoo.
Haba.
Zaba. Zaba. Meow.
Nice about that.
Click.
What's about Haba?
Zaba.
Oh, it's about behind.
Zaba. Shoo. Zaba. 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 Da.
What's about Haba?
Zaba.
Top.
Shoo. Oh yeah. Zaba. Oh. Zaba. Yeah. Zaba. Zaba. Oh.
Oh.
Zaba.
Yeah, da-ba-da, da-ba-da.
So many dead people. So many dead people. All right, let's get everybody to come back. Live. They were all along. Put in the comments below how close you think they got. Did they get it? 100%? All three of them?
No.
Who knows? We're about to find out. Matt, what was the location of this murder?
The location was the lion exhibit at the zoo.
Ooh, no. Blake, you were next. Blake, what was the location of the murder?
Oh, the location was clearly a lion's den.
It was not a lion's den. It was not. Bill, what was the location of the murder?
The Pussycat Back Motel.
Oh, that's oddly close.
Oddly close.
Emphasis on the oddly. Zach, what was it?
It was the back of a cat.
Of a cat.
All right, let's see if we can get this one. Matt, what was the occupation?
The occupation was a judge.
It was not a judge. Blake, what was the occupation?
No, I believe it was someone who is in the courtroom with the judge, the court stenographer.
It was the stenographer. We got one right. Good job. Good job. All right. Matt, what was the weapon?
Okay, I may be too specific. If I'm too specific, go with the more general. But I'm going to say it was Earl Grey tea.
My word, that is not even anywhere near remotely correct. Blake, what was the murder weapon?
Well, Matt certainly threw scalding hot tea all over my face and my hair. But if it wasn't that, then I will say it was the Queen of England.
Nope. It wasn't. Bill.
Was it dull conversation?
I mean, kinda.
Sort of. Maybe at point.
Could be. I guess it depends. Zach, what was the occupation? Or, I'm sorry, what was the weapon?
I'm sorry it wasn't stimulating enough for you, but it was an interview. An interview.
Oh, yeah.
Somehow we got from interview to dull conversation to the Queen of England to Earl Grey tea, and I can totally see the chain that happened there, and it was
Gotta
amazing.
love it.
And if we'd had two more people, we would have gotten to Captain Picard and then back to interview.
You're probably
Picard's interview.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just need more people. And speaking of more people,
That's why we never get it right. We need more people.
our video tonight. Share it with your friends. Go back to our older videos. They're on both Facebook and on our YouTube channel. If you go to youtube.com, search for Fantastic Voyage Improv, subscribe there, watch our old videos, and leave us comments because it's super fun for us to get comments about things that we did back when the world wasn't insane and we could still meet in person. Yeah. So we do this live on the internet every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central. So if you're watching at some other time, like our Facebook page so you'll be notified so when we do this live. Also, fun fact, we were the first comedy show on the to go on the internet after the world shut down. We took 1 week off and then we started doing this. We've been going at this for like 21 weeks, 22 weeks, I believe. That's pretty worth it. That's worth a like on this video and to subscribe to our page, to be honest. Help us keep doing this. Like, we're having fun. We hope you're having fun. So come on back every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Give us your great suggestions. Give us something fun to do. Let's keep the world laughing. Like, the world needs all the laughter it can get right now. And thank you so much for helping us be a part of that. That being said, give it up one last time for your friends tonight. Give it up for Bill.
Oh, yeah.
Blake. Woo, Bill left. Keep it going for Matt. Mr. Matt Alto, he's in the shadows, but we got it.
Sun's gone down.
Keep it going for Zachary.
Hey.
If you want to have Matt pay his electric bill, go on to patreon.com and support us there. For $5 a month, Matt can get his power back on. And one last time, she's been working with you in the comments all night tonight. Give it up for Becca. Thank you so much, Becca. I'm Steve. I was your host. Come on back next week. Totally different host, totally different show. We'll see you then.
Bye. Goodbye, everybody.
It's beer time.
Come on.